All right, if you don't get jacked up for today's slate, you shouldn't be playing NBA DFS. This is going to be a great slate today. There's lots of stars and great spots today. There's also lots of value out there. So this slate is just going to be really high scoring. It's going to be really fun to play. And there's late night hammer games, so that's also going to be fun to watch. Getting into the slate real quick, we're going to have to watch for Washington, New Orleans inactives. I think AD is going to be out, so we're going to be operating under that assumption. And then Otto Porter Jr., he could also open up some value. Jamal Murray's another one that we have to look at, see if he is in or out. And then also, KD's obviously the lock. Getting into point guard here real quick. Point guard Damian Lillard is one we're going to be targeting the most today. He went for, well, he's gone off for 55 or 58 DK points on average against the Warriors. And even dating back to last year's playoffs, he really dominated the Warriors. I shouldn't say dominated, but he's done really well against them DK-wise. Getting into Lakers point guards, I still like Lonzo Ball and IT a lot. IT's been averaging 30 points. And then Lonzo Ball, he went for 50 DK points against Denver, and it's going to be a pace-up game, so I really like that for him. Getting into Kyle Lowry, he went for 40 DK points the last time he played Houston. That's going to be another pace-up spot. So these are going to be the 4 point guards I am targeting the most. Getting into shooting guard here. I like the shooting guard spots. It's going to be kind of hard to know which ones to play because there's just so many good options. You got James Harden, who's most likely going to get hit value. He's priced under 11K, and I think he'll get you 50 DK points today. Then you got DeMar DeRozan going against Houston. He's a little bit underpriced as well. I think you could stack DeMar and Kyle Lowry tonight, and they'll get you 90 DK points together. So I don't mind that strategy. And then you got Bradley Beal here. He's also in a great spot. It's hard to fade one of these guys, but you're going to have to. Drew Holiday's in a great spot with AD. His usage goes up and his points per minute go way up. You got Jonathan Simmons as well. He went for 20 DK points the last time he played them, and that was with not getting that much minutes. Today he should get at least 30 minutes, so I do like that as well. Getting to the small forward here. I don't want to bury the lead because KD's going to be the lock, so let's just talk about that real quick. He's averaged 60 DK points against Point Lord. And then also without Steph Curry, he's just been a stone cold lock without Steph Curry. And that's just at any price point pretty much. But now he's under 9K. I mean, that's just insane. You got to lock him in on today's slate. But some other players you could do is Ben McLemore. He's been doing well as of recently. He's a little bit too low price for me. Etuan Moore, again, without AD, the usage goes up for the other Pelicans players. And then Kyle Kuzma, I think he's still a little bit too cheap. He's a nice cash play going against Denver. He played pretty well against them the last time he played them. And then Mario Hezonja, I think he's too cheap. He is going to be chalky, so you could potentially fade him in tournaments. Just real quick on ownership, though, I don't think you're going to really have to worry about on today's slate, other than Kevin Durant. I mean, it's just so loaded that I think ownership's going to be really spread out. But real quick for power forward here, you could go with Griffin, Mirotic. They're both in good spots. Blake Griffin's went for 40 DK points 4 straight times. And Julius Randle, he's just in another good spot. He's done really well against Denver in the past. Draymond Green, without Steph Curry, I think he'll do better. And then also those guys like David West and them, gotta watch for those inactives on Golden State because that might make Green a great option. And then LeBron James, he's just been a beast. It's kind of hard to fade him, but on today's slate, I think you could. He'll probably get you 60 DK points, but still, I think you could go down a little bit for some of those stars like James Harden. Getting you 50 DK points is kind of how you want to break it down there. Getting to the center here, you could go with Drummond, you could go with Cantor. They're both in great spots. Cantor's went for 40 DK points each of the last 3 times. And then against the Bucks, he's actually went for 40 DK points the first 2 times they played each other. I really like Vucevic here. He's a little bit priced up, but without all those players, his points per minute go way up. So I really like Vucevic. And then Larry Nance. I was looking at the Clippers versus Lakers when he was on the Lakers. He averaged a point per minute against them, so I think he'll get the minutes again. So I believe that he'll get you 35 DK points today. DeAndre Jordan's in a great spot, and then obviously Andre Drummond's in a great spot. And then I was talking about the value on today's slate. It's going to be great. It just came out that Stanley Johnson's ruled out again, so I really like Luke Kennard. Then Lance Stephenson's done really well in this matchup before. I think he hasn't had under 28 DK points. And I know it's more of a tournament risk, and especially on today's slate, you don't really have to do it or force him in there. I do like Norman Powell. DeLon Wright, and OG are both ruled out. And last game he was in the starting lineup again. He actually put up a solid base 25 DK points, and I think he'll get the minutes again and be able to do that again. There's just a lot of value. Darren Fox is ruled out, and you could go with Frank Mason III as well. But this is what I got for our lineup today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe.